Mic check 1 2. I've always had Scarlet, man. I'm having terrible problems with my repeater, dude. I don't know why. It's always this friggin'. Yeah, I kind of quit for a while, but I have a pretty good team. I just got the DLC. Let me hold on, dude. This repeater's killing me. Hey, you there? I had to unplug my repeater. Where'd Barkley go? Barkley came in quick. The Pokemon draws these people out of the woodwork. Let me send it to Barkley. 1 second. Dude, why do I keep having stream problems? It's like always something. Oh my, I bought the DLC, by the way. You're gonna have to help me with it. If I have to deal with this right now, with the freezing every 2 seconds, I'm not even gonna bother. What am I doing? My capture card isn't doing it. It's not working right. I don't know why my internet is such crap, but I can't tell you. It says stream offline, and then it goes back on. You're not getting skips? Oh, that might have been me. That might have been me. Hold on, I wasn't even on my repeater, that's why. Wow, I'm so stupid. Hey, hold on, Omar, don't say nothing. Barkley, why do you think it looks so much better? Omar, don't say nothing. Barkley, you just said it looks so much better than it came out. Why? You think that's the only reason? It's been a while since I played. It's Omar, why don't you tell him why? Oh, Omar, where do you go, like, when you just disappear from, like, mid-conversation? It bothers me. So I just bought the DLC, Barkley. Yep, just now. And Omar, since I don't know what Omar's doing, but I'm trying to talk to Omar and he's like barely in the... I would like to talk to Omar. Let me go to the... I haven't played this in 2 years. The main school. Dude, this is how you know I'm old. I'm an old man. I'm seriously an old man. Seriously. I forget like things. Yeah, I see your messages now. Barkley wanted to know why the game looks so much better. I was asking you to tell me if you didn't hear. Yeah, I see them too, Omar. Been a minute. I'm just trying to get used to the controls again. It's been a minute, so. I feel, look at my old team. McRibbon, Chomsack, Black Lotus, Henry Cavill, Nancy Pelosi, Kamala Crazy. Take a look at my boxes here. Capcom, Teen Mom, Van Halen, LeBron, LeBronzong. That's, oh, this is my doubles team. I remember this, my doubles team. Okay. Okay, it's coming back to me. It's coming back to me. Battle Ready 2, okay. Oh, the Evil Salt. Puff Mama. Oh. This name didn't age well, Puff Mama. As we see what's happening with Diddy. Look at this. Look at the name on him. Tran Gen Z. Missed these names. Omar. Wait, Omar, did the meta change any bit or no? Remember this stupid thing? I was trying to make this thing like pretty good and I could never do it. See, as you can see, Barkley, I did kind of play a bit of this. It wasn't like I didn't play it. Look, I got 6 IV Dittos and stuff. I played a fair amount. Just not the DLC. Is this a shiny, this Garchomp? What is this Garchomp? Rough skin? Oh, this is what I was training. I was training this for some... Maybe I was training it for a single Garchomp. I already have Chomp Sack. I don't know, Omar. I guess for the stupid balloon Pokemon. Do I have him? Did I make him? I don't even know if he was in this game. Inflation. Work rum. I guess like, okay. Murkrow, I get it. 420 friendly, that means he likes weed. Fidelio. Blair. Bruce Jenner. Casper B52. Miss God. Omar, look. Miss God. Look. Mrs. Godly, Omar. She's in the game. Remember her, Omar? Okay. Teen Mom, Capcom, Van Halen, LeBronzong, Flounder, Hat Trick. Jay Sadist? Oh, this is because Jay gave it to me, and I go, Jay. Oh, I had so many desires and dreams, and I kind of just gave up. Dude, is this sad that I haven't touched this game in 2 years? And I, like, completely forgot everything. Like, I didn't forget everything. It's coming back to me, but it's, like, coming at a slow pace. Let me get my coffee. Maybe that'll, Alright, let me tell Barkley, the reason why this looks so good, Barkley, and why there's no frame rate problems, as you can see it's running in 60 frames a second, is because look what system I have, Barkley. Look what my Breath of the Wild says. And let me get my coffee. That's the reason why it works better, because it's probably pretty laggy if otherwise. Yep, got the Switch 2. Me and Omar. Omar got his also. So, yeah, no, it came out with a Switch 2 patch just for Violet and Scarlet. That's why I bought the DLC, because I wasn't enjoying the lag and stuff, I ain't gonna lie. But I also wanted to play some PS5 games. Omar, what was the reason I quit Pokemon? I think it was because I don't even know. No. Look at that lighting. Look at the camera, and look how fast you could swivel the camera around now. And look at the lighting and everything, man. This is freaking beautiful. Alright, let me go to the school here. Where's Omar? I don't know what Omar's doing. I think Omar's playing Ark or something, and he's lying about his phone. I really do. Alright, so I'm guessing I have to talk to this chick, right? Omar, you're responding to me awfully late. Make sure your stream is catched up. I can't believe I'm 40 years old and I'm getting back into Pokemon. It's like something I almost vowed I wouldn't do. Why does this game call me back? Why does this franchise call me back? Yeah, seems like. Did you complete the DLC? Honestly, Barkley, is a DLC worth like really playing, man? Because wait, what? Hold on, there's another one. I just paid $34.99 for this friggin' thing. Wait, how is there another one? What's going on here? Or unless is Kitakami only for Scarlet and the other one's for Violet? This one said Scarlet only. Hmm. Why are all these single attractive ladies, who are probably like in their mid 20s to maybe late 30s, are all non-married and like very voluptuous? I don't know, but they're all attractive. It seems like every one of them. Nobody's not attractive in this game. Oh, so I can catch these things? Are these things in the regular game, Omar, guys? Let me know, because I forgot. Omar, okay. Wait, do I not have Pokemon? Oh, dude, it's been a minute. I don't even know how to, like, go... Okay. Dude, I'm like I'm really dumb right now. I don't even know how to catch Pokemon again. Right, they're not in my Pokédex. I can't even hit these things. Burn is gonna mess up. I gotta call Steven. Hold on. I promised Steven I would. Hold on. I think he wants to watch. Hey Steve, just giving you a call, see how you doing. me cool. I'm playing Pokemon DLC. Goddamn. What's good about this thing? Oh wait, I could just press X to go to Pokemon. Okay. I forgot about this quick. Alright, that makes life easy. I forgot about it. I don't have to go in the bag every time. That makes life easy. Nah, no nicknames yet. Okay. What's so good about Yana? Wasn't this thing in the other game? What? Goldfish is not in the... Omar, how did I get all my guys to level 100? I was getting rare candies from the ocean area, right? I think. Omar, you're gonna have to refresh my memory because I'm freaking 40 years old, dude. I don't remember things like that. I have not touched this game in 2 years. Alright, let me take a look at this. So Henry Cavill, Choice Bandit, obviously. So he's a one move, adamant, dolphin, Gengar, Life Orb, okay. Kamikaze is no item. So he has that that ability or something that makes you strong when you don't hold items, right? Something like that, I think. Black Lotus, Poison Heal, Chomsack is Scarfed. McRibbon has leftovers, which means he's probably a stall. Nah, Barkley. I just go through things fast, dude. I'm not looking at it. I just want to beat it so I can make battle games. I hate to say it. Dude, look at that sun, dude. Look at that sun. Look at the graphics. Omar, it's so much nicer looking on the Switch, dude. Wait, Thunder won the whole series? What is this thing? Come here. Yeah, ain't nobody messing with Common Crazy. He ain't messing with Common Crazy. So get in there. Oh, 2-2, okay. I haven't been found. Once the Knicks lost, I got kind of like a little butthurt, not gonna lie. Would you like to get swapped? No, go in the box. I kind of missed this. I kind of... Yeah, I missed it. Hey, Parky, I miss you. I've been doing wrestling streams over and over again. Wait, what happened? Wait. Mic check. It's my fault. I wasn't really checking. Alright. Seriously, Omar? Omar, I want you to spoil things for me. Seriously. I need to... What am I getting? Yeah, please, Omar. Spoil away. I'm sorry, Bart. Okay, nothing special. Okay, hold on. You don't have to spoil too much. I just want to know, like, just give me like, what Pokemon are in the game? What did they add to the Pokedex? Uh, is it every Pokemon? What crystal forms? Nah, I'm not really into legend. Okay, well, who are the legendaries? There's like Mewtwo and all them in here again. Okay, okay, interesting. Okay. What is? Uh-oh, it's my thing is skipping again. It's not a cutie. Hey, so you guys all gonna play again if I really play, man? Because I don't really want to play if nobody else is playing. Hey, I'm getting old, guys. I'm an old man. Seriously, I got gray hairs now. Alright, cool. How about you, Omar? And I'm gonna get Steven to buy the DLC. He says if I play, he'll do it. Okay. I got you ready. Omar, the Zelda Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, they're giving it to me for free, the upgrade, because I have the Switch expansion online. Mm-hmm. Omar, these are two girls that you had to unnecessarily curse. I did, yeah. I didn't beat Tears of the Kingdom. It was lagging too much. Breath of the Wild, I definitely beat. I master mode. Wait, one of them's a boy? This thing looks like Yu-Gi-Oh. Look at him with the purple in the back. Yeah, I can never tell who's boy and girl in these games. It looks like they both have mustaches. Yeah, I like how they talk crap against my fully EV trained level 100 battle ready team. Just nullify. Omar, does Burn still cut their attack by half, or is it not as bad? Did they change any of the core rules? Well, I mean, it can double their speed or something, right? If they got that ability, it's Swift something, right? Oh, I remember this this Pokemon's pretty good with Flame Body. If you can nerf somebody's attack and bulk up and Flame Charge, you can actually become pretty dangerous if they're unaware of this is a defensive wall also. So no more hail. Oh, I guess they want to make it different than Sandstorm. Okay, so it increases the defense by 50%. Does it increase special defense or no? Okay, just physical. Oh, dude, that's gonna make your stupid Avalog thing like super hard to beat. Dude, why do the Poke leaders always look like some dojo master? Look at his sandals and everything. I don't even remember those. Who's Zacian and Zamazenta again, Omar? You only get their boost for attack and defense once after you switch. Who are the dogs again? This sounds familiar. Oh, they're in the game? God, my memory's so bad. Okay. Now I remember them. Zacian, okay, and Zemers, okay. I kind of like the sword dog better. Omar, the fans you said would kick in on the Nintendo Switch on the dock. I don't feel like they're kicking in, really. Why? Alright, did they nerf sleep or they didn't nerf sleep? Alright, so they're playing around with poison and all these other stupid things, but I think I know that they nerfed poison in the original Violet, I think. Or is this just So ones I don't have, what is this? Volt switch. Oh. Alright, you can create volt switch now. How many league points do I have? Oh, I have so many league points. How did I get that many league points? Whoa. Alright, so there's some pretty good TMs I'm seeing here. So when I start building Pokemon, I think it was regular Omar. Because I remember it being nerfed in regular, maybe. You can exchange materials for LP? What kind of materials? Oh, I see. So like stuff you really don't... Alright, that's fair. Hold on, clothes. Have they added new clothes, or they still gotta wear stupid school uniforms? But like, are they regular clothes, like regular outfits, or like the uniforms? Sure, tell me. I mean, I don't know what to say, Homer. It's a crazy world we live in. It can have ramification on both sides. Person. Why is it broken? God, a selfie stick, really, dude? Alright, so we gotta talk to the kids from the other school. Okay. Oh, Sentry. Dude, these crystal terror things are so stupid looking, man. I can't wait till Megas just come back once and for all. What does the crystal form even do again? It just makes you like stronger or something? Ah, okay. Wait. It makes you that type. Or... Ah, right, right. How do you get them again? All the different... How do you get the different terraform types again? Right, okay. And they, by default, they don't need a shard, right? If you terror that? I don't know. I don't remember. Universe Gen 5. What's that? What's that? I don't remember anything, dude. My brain is like full of... My brain is full of all sorts of games I played outside of... My brain is full of Kenshi. My brain is full of wrestling. My brain is full of many different games, man. Oh, okay. Alright, let me get some snack. Okay. Omar, did you buy an Express? Uh, what the heck are they called? The Micro SD Express for the Switch, too? How many gigabytes? So you got 512 altogether. No, I didn't even enable. I didn't do it yet. What is this, like the Pokemon? What is this, like the Nintendo uh, version of the party chat or something? Yeah, I don't want to do this right now. That. Uh, do you like it? Have you added some of your friends to it? Hmm. I told you, Omar. I told you, I was gonna get this thing quick, man. And you didn't even pre-order, right, Omar? really got lucky on me. I like Centric. He looks stupid. Sometimes just stupid looking Pokemon. I like them. Oh. What's that do again? Oh, right. Okay, and then I guess you use like a debuff move on yourself, right? Maybe in doubles or something. I feel like that's for double Pokemon. freaking stinks, though, dude. The not having my motorcycle. I don't know. He seems like he's all right. I talked to him before. I said hello to him before. Everything's cool as long as we don't talk about politics. Can't talk politics with him at all. Omar, can you even do the DLC unless you beat the game? Omar, I like to play like methodically, Omar, so I get used to the controls again. Um, I'm guessing, Omar, I go up here then, maybe? wonder if Cheddar will play with us, huh? Star Raptor reminded me of him. Okay. No, I don't think so. Does he have like chlorophyll or something? I could probably just use a sleep wake up thing. I'm just lazy. And I also want to kind of see Flame Body. Oh. No, I don't know. What's the hidden ability again? It's the move that always makes him go first, but only works for the first turn now. It was gimped or something. Yeah, that's it. For stab moves. For flying stab, I think. Yeah, yeah. But it got gimped because you can only use it one time, so the only Talon Flame worth building is like the one I have. I think my Talon Flame is a special defensive wall, and I use bulk up to make up for it to give him defense, and then Flame Charges for speed. Okay, I remember how we get the candies and stuff. We get the candies from the Terra dens and stuff, right? Oh yeah. No, yeah, well that's what I mean. But you know what? That's what stinks because that one move that what's that crazy move where he loses health? The kamikaze move there. Yeah, so if he uses Brave Bird because of recoil damage, it ruins that whole Gale Wing. The Gale Wings is ruined. You're better off with just acrobatics, really. I hate to say it. It stinks that they ruined Talonflame like that. See, Omar, it used to be Gale Wings, Choice Band, Talonflame. That was a monster, Omar. A monster. Wait, what did they do to Grey Ninja now? Sorry, Omar. I just Sorry, Omar. Protein only works once now. So what's protein? Oh yeah, protein. Okay, so protein turns your okay. So protein turns you into the typing, but it only works once. But that's not the end of the world because you can kind of switch. You can kind of switch him out, Gray Ninja, in a way, right? So I don't know. I don't think it's that bad, but it does kind of ruin him a bit. Yeah. Not a choice scarf version though. Or a what is it? The glasses? What is it? Spec? The spec lens or whatever? I don't think it ruins those two. I'm just eating bread. But right? Am I right? It's probably still good with a choice scarf and a choice spec, right? Yes. I'm walking in the other room. I don't want to get too much dirt in this. I cleaned up my room. I don't want to get too much dirt and stuff. Plus, I got the PlayStation on the floor now. Hmm. Skill link that cloister. Alright. Ah, guys, I think I'm getting pretty tired, man. My old butt needs to rest, I think. No, Omar, but I went to the park, I exercised. I'm probably gonna lay down and play. No, I can't, Omar. Omar, I'm not a good streamer, like, man. Sorry, Omar. Here's a sentimental. Here's sentimental. Alright, does that count? Do I have to do any weird snapshot with my Switch? Oh, with this sandwich crap. Oh, wait, this is where you get the thing. I get my bike here, huh, Omar? Omar, why did all these what is this whole thing with Game Freak making like all these people like so like putting themselves down and so envious of like oh you're special whatever, like it's always the same story, man. It's like I was like, oh poor kid, he's misunderstood. Everybody bullies him, nobody loves him, he wishes he had what you had. It's always the same story, man. Always putting their heads down and everything. It's like, oh, that Pokemon must really love you. I wish a Pokemon loved me like that. Oh, I gotta go. It's like so stupid, man. I know Barkley. I can probably understand at the end of the DLC, he probably finds his inner tough guy, and then the ladies, his sister's gonna egg him on, and she's gonna be like, that's it, Kiki, that's it, Kiki. You had it in you all along. You had it in you. Yeah, yeah. I'm not such a nerd. I'm good. I'm smart. Oh no. How could it be worse? Uh, you're scaring me. Bike time and nap time. I gotta delete. I gotta delete 2K24. I mean, I still play it once in a blue, but I don't know. This is the new game I bought that came out. I just want to see what. I want to see if they have I want to which one? Street Fighter Upper. Do they have it? Alpha 3 Upper? Yeah. This is the cool one. It has all the extra characters. This is the whole reason I bought this game. Was this game?
Select your character.
It's got heavy scan lines, man. Can I do something about that? Where's my Bruce Lee character? There he is. Stay along.
Select your fighting style.
Oh, okay. We'll try this for now. I got Turbo 2 on. Not really a big fan of Turbo 2.
Come on, stand up, face it straight.
Wait, I gotta figure out how to do the I don't like the controls here, man. With the triggers being the wait. Oh, I love doing that. Bro, this Street Fighter friggin' 2, this Street Fighter 3 Alpha up, dude. It's friggin' awesome.
Superman, the world's waiting for you.
I do the Bruce Lee punches.
Go for it, man.
This is the only reason I got this skin.
Go for it.
Look at that. Boom. Super. Alright, I'm pretty happy with this so far.
Glory. You have fists of God. Ready? It all depends on your skill. Go for broke.
See, the Turbo 2 goes a little fast. I rather Turbo 1. Turbo 1's okay.
Get set.
God, how to grab people? How do I grab people again? I think you gotta hit 2 buttons, right?
Get set.
Say what? Crazy want to help me with a raid, or you going to see? Like what do you mean? Like a the crystal raid or whatever, the terror raid? I'll definitely, Omar. I'm gonna be playing with you tomorrow, way more. But you gotta give me some time to beat the DLCs and stuff. It's gonna take me a little bit, man. It's gonna take me at least like a week or so, dude. But I'm gonna do it. Cause I wanna be prepared for ZNA or whatever.
That's great. Super. You have fists of God. Get ready, fighters. Go for it, man.
Omar, you ever saw Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2?
It's showtime. Facing straight.
Did I show you it? No. Omar, you lied to me.
Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 New Age of Heroes.
Select your heroes.
How do I? You there, Omar?
Marvel vs. Capcom 2, New Age of Heroes.
Capcom presents.
I don't understand why he does that, man.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2. New Age of Heroes. Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Select your heroes. Select your assist type.
Who should we pick, Omar?
Select your assist type. Select your assist type.
Oh, you're still here. Too. I should have picked that. I'm sorry, Omar. I didn't fight against them. I know how to do these. Okay. The specials are a little different in this game. See if I can. Alright, it's cool. I mean, it doesn't really run any different. It's the same game. It doesn't. I think the. Oh, that's cool. I like Gambit. Hold on. I want to see. I think I get GameCube games for free, Omar. Yeah, I did. I tested it before. It's smoother and everything, but I don't know. If I play, I may play those games. Omar, I don't have time to. Omar, honestly, like I have to take things slow, man. I don't have. It's like how am I gonna play Zelda and Pokemon and the wrestling that I gotta keep up to date with, and I'm supposed to play, and I was playing Kenshi and Age of Empires, and it's too much, Omar. Then I gotta go to church and do my Bible studies and all the things and the job I have, the jobs I get. There's only so much I could like play, Omar. Seriously. Look, No Man's Sky's on sale. Now this is a package worth getting. No Man's Sky for the Switch 2. Looks like that would be worth it. Uh, I may come on nighttime again. I don't know. Same time, Barkley, if I do. And I'll probably be further on in the DLC at least. All right, well, I'm happy with the system, Omar. Not gonna lie. Yeah. No Man's Sky's on Switch. You can even get it on Switch 1, but it has some issues running on Switch 1. But I think the Switch 2 version really clears a lot up. I do, Omar, but to have No Man's Sky like laying down while I. What do you mean dark mode, Omar? What do you mean? I'm saying, Omar, to have No Man's Sky while I lay down is kind of cool. But I'll think about it. But the problem with No Man's Sky, it's not going to be $23.99 for a long time. It's going to be $23.99 for like a week or so, and then it's going to go back to $60. Uh, okay. I don't even know, Omar. Wow, it's 1 in the morning already, Omar. I definitely like this game better. Fighting Collection 2. Street Fighter Alpha 3 is a way better game, in my opinion, than Marvel vs. Capcom. It's better skill set. I mean, I'm not playing on the screen. I'm playing on the controller. But now with Minecraft, Omar, can I put like shaders now with the Switch 2? I could have swore I had a friggin'. Yeah, but Marvel vs. Capcom is very. I did have a coffee already. I don't. I still feel tired. But Omar, Marvel vs. Capcom is very chaotic. It's not as skill based. I feel like it's like almost like a button masher. I personally like Street Fighter Alphas better because it's a little more skill and stuff. Why is this marketplace? Why does this stupid Minecraft feel so laggy and horrendous despite the Switch 2? Is this because of my my internet? I hate, dude, honestly. Sometimes Minecraft just aggravates me, dude. Like seriously, the way this whole system is, dude. I rather just play Minecraft for the PC. I hate to say it. Yeah, where's my friggin' my bum character there? Dude, it just got a terrible UI and everything. It's awful. Yeah, but why is it such a mess, though? Like, it shouldn't be like this. Like, look at all the circles and everything. It's friggin' Microsoft, dude. That's why Java version is way better. Look, and I gotta do all this stuff, really. I'm not even bothering. Just let's play. Let's just see how it works. No, I had a world already, though, man. Forget about it. I gotta do this on my own time. How did I get sniped? From what? Oh, from a ghast or something? When I, yeah, I always do. I always died in hardcore mode the minute I went into the ether. So I have this game here, Battlefront Classic Collection. It actually like it's not really that good, dude. Like seriously, there's some of these games I need to like get rid of. Oh, all right. Well, probably. I'm thinking if I should delete some of these games, like Classic Collection, and even 2K24. Like I don't know. I did. I had Hades one was okay. I beat it. I actually beat the whole game. Like I what did I do in Hades one? I saved my mother. I reunited her with Ares. All that stuff. Yeah, it was okay. It had a good story. It was not bad. Not bad. A good game. I hmm. I wonder if like Marvel Ultimate Alliance, if that got an update for Switch 2. I doubt it. I think this game has been like abandoned. Link's Awakening might run pretty good on the Switch 2 if they did something. Did any of these games get updated for the Switch 2 or they just kind of run the same? When does that come out, Omar? It's not out, right? This is a really good game. Don't sleep on this game, Omar. Triangle Strategy is an amazing game. I love this game. This game right here, this is a Rick suggestion. Not good. This game is the precursor to Final Fantasy Tactics. Pretty good. This is the very good game. I like this game a lot. These two games are very good for old classics. Red Dead Redemption 1, yeah, you know. I don't know, Omar. I don't even have that many games, Omar. Look at the games I have. There's not too many. Actually, I have a shelf of games though. I got way more games on my shelf actually. I have I no, I have like 10, yeah, I have 10 more. I have like 10 more games or so on my shelf. Actually, no. One, two, three. Hold on. Wow, I got a lot more games on my shelf. One second. Two is the better game. One is okay. One's okay, but two is better. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow, Omar, I have 13. I have 13 Switch games on my shelf. I got Mario Odyssey, Mario Kart Deluxe 8. I have I got Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. I got uh LA Noir. Doom Eternal. No, not Doom Eternal. Doom, just the new Doom. Uh, I have Doom Eternal for the PC though. What else do I have there? I'm looking at my shelf. I have NBA 2K. I think 22, 23. No, 23. I have NBA 2K 23 for the Switch and 22 for the Switch. So I have 22, 23, 24, but I stopped playing after that. After 24, I'm not getting it no more. I have I think I have a Xenoblades game that I never even touched, Omar. Yeah. Dark Souls. Dark Souls Remastered. I have but Xenoblade Chronicles 2 though, not the original. I have Dark Souls Remastered, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Pokemon Shield on my shelf, and Bayonetta 2 and 3. I'm sorry, Bayonetta 1 and 2 actually. No, not 3. No, it's Bayonetta 1 and 2. But I don't like games like that. Omar, I'm Christian now. It's like Bayonetta is too much cursing and I don't like the I'm not a fan, Omar. Like I get convicted with games like that. I can't play games like that. Like seriously. Omar, like that's what the Holy Spirit does. Like it convicts you from like doing like messed up things and stuff. I don't like Bayonetta. It bothers me, man. Like even the Doom games, I don't think I'm gonna play them anymore either. I played Persona. That was okay. Like, I don't mind playing games like that because they're more story driven and stuff. But when it comes to my personal convictions on games like Bayonetta or certain games like the Doom series, Doom's not that bad, but it's not. I don't really like it too much anymore. Um, Diablo, as much as I used to love Diablo, I probably wouldn't play them anymore, Omar. Assassin's Creed. I could play Assassin's Creed to some degree, but it's so much wokeness going on, Omar, in Assassin's Creed that I don't really want to play that no more. Omar, like I'm limited to what I could play because of my Christian faith. Like I really won't touch certain games anymore. Like I know some people like Rick's is asking me, did you play Baldur's Gate 3? I'm not playing that game. It's got LGBTQ stuff that it's against my faith, man. It's like people don't respect the Christian faith. Like that's my personal conviction. I don't want to play a game like that. I'm sure it's a good game, Omar, but I just don't like the themes of certain games where you're fighting demons and stuff like that. It's a little too close to reality, in my opinion, of what the Bible talks about. As if you were a true Christian, Omar, you would think about some of these things instead of just like it's okay. You get what I'm trying to say, Omar. Like a true Christian thinks about some of these things before they just jump into things. Like as a Christian, you don't live for the flesh, right? You don't just live for what's in front of you all the time. As a Christian, you try to do what's right by God first, and then you go into what's uh, 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 you have personal convictions. You get what I'm trying to say, Omar? Like it's not about oh, I'm going to play something regardless of what God thinks because who cares what God thinks? Like if you have that mentality, it's not a real Christian mentality. Does that make sense, Omar? So if you can't um hold to that, like Jesus Christ says, "Depart from me, I never knew you." And why does he say that? Because if you see, I'm not saying that games is a big deal. I'm not saying that games is a big deal. But what I'm trying to say is, you want to show that you honor Christ in everything you do, or at least try to, right? And video game playing in general does not honor Christ. But if you're gonna play video games, you probably don't want to play the games that are heavily satanically themed games, like because they have real elements of things that if you believe in the spiritual afterlife and you're not an atheist, then you'll be kind of bothered by it. And if you think that when you die nothing happens, well, yeah, you can play whatever you want, do whatever you want, listen to whatever music you want. Who cares? Because this is your only life. You live one life, right? That's what the atheist believes. That's what the secularist believes. You live only one life. But if you believe there's another life outside of death, then you should probably be mindful of what you do on earth. The Bible makes that clear. Does that make sense? You say yes, but the Christian walk isn't easy, Omar. Sometimes you got to sacrifice things that you like. It's not just about intellectual head knowledge. Oh, I know what's right and Mormons are wrong and I'm right. It's not about that. It's about walking how Christ wants you to walk. And if Christ wants you to walk a certain way, doing things that don't glorify him, like for example, like this is why like cursing, for example, is not good because your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. You're an image bearer of God. God created Adam and Eve in his likeness, in his image. So you are an image bearer. Now, what was your purpose of being created? It was to commune with God and worship God. Are you going to curse and use bad language as the temple of the Holy Spirit? And then you're going to use the same mouth to worship God? It's almost like a hypocrite, you see? So that's why one of the first convictions of a born again believer, a born again Christian, is to probably, really put an emphasis on not cursing. Other things, for example, like pornography is wrong in the Bible. That's wrong. having sex before marriage is wrong according to the Bible. Like there's a lot of stuff in the Bible, Omar, that we live, and God calls us to try to live as best as we can. Now it doesn't mean we're going to be perfect. We're going to sin. We're going to make mistakes, but it's not an easy walk, man. It's a difficult walk. It's not for everybody, and I get it. Some people don't, want to live their life. They don't want to be Christian right away, but you have to know what Christianity is. You can't say like, "Oh, I'm a Christian, but I still have sex with my girlfriend without marriage. I don't care. I don't feel guilty. I look at pornography. I don't feel guilty. I drop F words all the time. I don't feel guilty." Then that means the Holy Spirit doesn't even dwell in you. You don't open the Bible, you don't really read it, you don't study it. That means the Holy Spirit doesn't dwell in you. Jesus Christ, in the end, is going to say, "Depart from me, Omar, I never knew you." And if Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life, the kingdom of heaven, to reconcile us from our sinful ways to the kingdom of heaven, you got to you got to live it. You got to walk the walk, man. It's not just about, that's the Christian life, Omar. Like, seriously, you know that. I don't have to tell you that. But it's up to you if you want to surrender yourself to Christ. I did already. So I did. I surrendered myself 2 months after my dad died, maybe 3 months. But I'll be honest, my life has changed, man. Like, I don't even really desire to play these video games as much as you think. I mean, the Pokemon, all right. I'm okay with Pokemon. But I don't want to play something that's going to take up too much time, Omar. I'm still kind of like, if I get into church services and stuff like that again, which I'm looking to do. I'm looking to go to church again because it's extremely important to fellowship, and I haven't been to church in a while because I don't go to the New Hyde Park church anymore. But I'm thinking about going to the Good Shepherd on Sunday and starting up again there. Fellowship is very important. To go to church, these are things that are important. Find a body of Christ. It's almost one of the most important things you could do as a Christian is have a church, a local church. Understand the Gospels. Read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John and truly understand it. Pull up manuscripts if you have to. Go to ChatGPT. Pull up manuscripts of the original Gospels and see why they're important and see how it plays into civilization, why America is a Judeo-Christian country, why, look into the histories of everything. Because honestly, Omar, when life is over, do you want to be that guy that like, "Oh, I had everything in life, but now I'm dead, and wow, it was real all along"? Because I'm telling you, people like Rick's are going to hear that. He may in his mind think that he knows everything, right? He's got that elitist mentality. He knows everything. He's good at first-person shooters and Blizzard games or whatever the heck it is, and yet he thinks he knows everything, but he really knows nothing. He knows very little about a lot of things. And wouldn't it really stink if something was to happen to him and he died, and all of a sudden he realizes, wow, Jesus Christ was real. God is real. And he'll probably, if he was in here, he'll probably say, "Oh, I'll take that chance. I'll take that chance because I know it's a bunch of baloney and blah blah blah." Right. I don't wish him that. I would never wish anyone dies. But what I'm saying is, I know God is real, and I can tell you things God has done for me, financially, spiritually, and I don't. And the funny thing is I didn't even ask him for things, and he does it. So that's how I know he's real, just by that. But I also know he's real by his scripture, by the word of God. I study scripture, and I know he's real by the Bible. I think what you should do, Omar, if you really want to be Christian, if you really want to give your life to God or be Christian, you got to get yourself a Bible, not a phone Bible, a real Bible you could flip pages. Get a highlighter to where you can underline, or like a pen also, like a flare pen and a highlighter where you can underline stuff and really study the Bible. And you could even use ChatGPT as like an assistant to tell you what it means. Like, what does this verse mean according to and learn about like the different denominations. Like, what's the difference between a Baptist church and a Pentecostal church, or what's the difference between the Protestant denominations, or what's the difference between the Wesleyan, John Wesley and his churches, the Wesleyan churches, or the John Calvin, the Calvinistic churches. Yeah, of course you can write in the Bible. You can underline. It's not like the Quran, Omar. Omar, when you're thinking of the Quran, where like God forbid, like you could do it. The Muslims take the Quran like as if the piece of paper itself is by Allah, but it's nonsense, Omar. And that's the thing. That's another thing, Omar. When you believe Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life, and that He's the Son of God, it goes straight against Islam. You know that, right? You can't coexist these two religions because Islam has their surahs that say Allah has no begotten son. Okay, you know that, right? Like Islam has surahs like that. I think you should get an ESV Bible. That's the one I have. And if you get an ESV Bible, I'll do Bible studies with you. Seriously. Huh, you still lurking around, Barkley? I hear you, Barkley. Jehovah Witnesses can probably make up a. Jehovah Witnesses can make an atheist out of anyone, man. No offense. They're pretty brutal. I have a Kingdom Hall, a watchtower actually, not far from me. A Kingdom Hall rather, not far from me. Uh, so. But Barkley, the whole Jehovah Witnesses, they changed the whole Bible, right? They take the KJV Bible and they change all the words around. So the New World Translation just massacres the manuscripts of the Dead Sea Scrolls and stuff. Yeah, just it's fine. You could be an atheist. I don't have any problem with that, brother. I don't have any problem. But I just think atheism is a religion in and of itself. That's my opinion. Because I don't think any of us really know what is beyond um, what we can comprehend. We live with five senses. You get what I'm trying to say? And you see all the stuff happening in the world today with Iran and Israel and Gaza. And Israel itself, by the way, is a prophecy in the Bible that Israel shouldn't even be here. Okay? And for 1900 years, Israel was not a thing until the English gave the scattered Jews, which is mentioned in the Bible, a land known as Israel. And May 14, 1948, became Israel. And in the end times, Israel will be a troublesome rock to all nations around it. Guess where that is? That's in the book of Zechariah. And Zechariah is 400 years before Jesus Christ. So when you start to look at these ancient manuscripts, also keep in mind, Barkley, you live in a country that is Judeo-Christian laws. Okay? So your whole country, Barkley, that you live in is because of Judeo-Christian laws. So, and then you have Islamic laws, which are Sharia law, which is really not good. That demands the women to wear burqas and not to work. This is why they don't have money in a lot of these Arab countries because half their population do not work. The Quran actually specifically says in certain surahs to do certain things to people. You're going to get some people say, well, it doesn't really mean that, but it does. So, yeah. And some people say, well, this is why I don't believe in religion. I don't believe in religion because all of religion is bad. But that's not the thing. That's not the thing. Just because certain religions are bad doesn't mean the whole idea of spirituality is bad. Yes, Omar. But, like I said, this whole country is a Judeo-Christian country. That's part of our government, or part of our laws. And it's also part of, like, look at your dollar bill, "In God we trust," right? The forefathers trusted in God. It's actually, God is all over our Constitution and amendment rights, if you think about it. And marriage is a sacrament that's specifically mentioned in the Bible. And marriage that's mentioned in the Bible has helped the family structure and the family unit for centuries. It's only when people decided that I can do what I want and I don't have to hold accountability to a sacrament. See, here's the thing. You got to look at marriage almost like a covenant. Jesus Christ is the bridegroom and the church is the bride. Yeah, right. And Omar, like, put it this way, and I say this to everybody. The people that grow up in single family households usually have the most problems, okay? And when you have a two-family household, most of the times they're married. The people who think that marriage is bad are usually pretty woke left liberals that are living miserable lives, unfortunately. Like, they don't know why, the women don't know why men don't like them, or what men won't commit. And the men don't understand why women are looking to have the best guy under the sun. Nobody is willing to make a sacrifice, and that's the problem. You have to sacrifice for these things. It's a sacrament. That's why it's called a sacrament. The sacrimony of marriage. And it's also a covenant. It's a covenant relationship. You become one flesh with the person, right? This is why divorce is looked upon as bad. However, it doesn't mean if the man's beating up the woman or whatever the case is that the woman can't divorce him. That's not what the Bible would say. But marriage is a good thing. Most of the people I know, being in New York City with 8 million people, most of the people that I know that come from families that are happily married do pretty well. The people I know that don't come from happily married families don't do too good. Statistically, it's proven. Women go into sex work and men go into sometimes drug dealing or criminality. So, yeah, it's a real thing. It's real. There's reasons why countries are founded on these things, guys. Why governments are founded on these things. Because Islam has their own form of government. It's not Judeo-Christian, but it's Sharia law. And Sharia law is not good. And guess what? There's other governments too. There's atheistic governments out there. And those are the governments like the oligarchies, the Marxist governments, or when you look at like Russia and Putin and stuff like that, and you look at the regimes like China and North Korea and Kim Jong and all those people. They're the god. They're gods. They're an oligarchy that they are the gods of that country. And they're living miserable lives. Yeah, they were. They were happily married. My mother was a Christian. My dad, Roman Catholic, I think. But they were happily married. And it's important. I think it's important to have faith in God. And in my opinion, the most probable God out there is the God of Jesus Christ. Even if you look up the Shroud of Turin, which is found in Turin, Italy, and you look up that, if you type in what is the most studied artifact in the entire world, the Shroud of Turin was studied over 600,000 hours with over 102 academic scientists. Academic sciences. Many by full-blown atheists. And guess what? It's an enigma. Go ask ChatGPT, look it up online, do whatever you got to do. It's an enigma. We can't figure it out. There is no way we can figure out how that image got on that shroud of the crucified man. And guess what we recently found out 3-4 months ago, Barkley? We found out that the Shroud of Turin is authentic to the Judea region in Jerusalem. And with radiospectral testing, we found out that ancient pollen samples are on that linen shroud, that linen burial cloth. And we also found out that the image, we can't explain it. How did that image of the crucified man get on there? Well, what did we do? We got the smartest people in the world, people that work on B-52 bombers, people from S4, Los Alamos, and rocket scientists from like the Area 51 area. Basically, the people that supposedly back engineered UFOs. Okay, but we got the legit ones, the ones that are working on B-52 bombers and stuff, and they're going to try to debunk this thing and figure it out. Atheists, guess what? They can't figure it out. Guess what? Many of them became Christian after studying this thing because they realized that wow, this is some fingerprint that God left behind. So it goes to show you that there's a lot of stuff that almost prove that the Bible is not a book of fairy tales, that there's a lot of archaeological stuff that are coming to be from the Holy Bible. We are finding things every day. And if you do enough searching on it, you can see all over the internet that we are finding things every day that verify the Bible. Every single day. To the very beef that's happening right now. What about dinosaurs, Omar? Yeah, the dinosaurs. Well, okay. So in a lot of dinosaur bones, we're finding that in bones of Triceratops and other dinosaur. Well, first of all, T-Rex as well. We're finding skin samples now. We're starting to find fossilized skin. And there's a problem with fossilized skin. Is that skin, collagen, is not supposed to be millions of years old. Okay? Collagen breaks apart within, I don't know. I think they even say as old as like 10 to 20,000 years it could start to break apart. And carbon-14 testing really can only go to the max of 50,000 to maybe 100,000 years tops. But dinosaurs, well, what is the consensual science around dinosaurs? 65 million years ago, dinosaurs roamed the earth. But where's the evidence of that? Because we have things like the geological column that interferes with that. We got the second law of thermodynamics that interfere with that. Because second law of thermodynamics is actually real science that's been proven. And evolution, Charles Darwin, who was, by the way, a devout Christian, whose daughter happened to die, and he hated God after that and decided to try to disprove God. That's Charles Darwin's story. Don't believe me? Look it up. And Darwinism is, how I look at it like this, is look at it this way. You want to believe in the Big Bang, that's fine. But the Big Bang is the belief that two pin-sized particles collided and created everything. And it came from a virgin. What's the virgin, Barkley? Nothing. Nothing. I rather believe that my God comes from a virgin named Mary and in the likeness of flesh, rather than believe in the virgin birth of the Big Bang. Why? Because there's hope. So, for example, if I'm on my deathbed, yeah, I look, it could have. God, yeah, sure. That's another look, Omar. That's another viewpoint. I've heard people say that viewpoint. God set the Big Bang in motion. I've heard that before, and he could have. Look, I'm not saying he didn't, but usually the Big Bang and evolution and all that stuff does tend to go into Darwinism a lot, and Darwinism has a lot of flaws. So you have microevolution versus macroevolution. Microevolution is provable. We could prove that. Okay? Look at dogs, for example. Dogs, you can have hundreds to thousands of dog breeds, and foxes and coyotes and wolves and any of the canines like that can kind of interbreed with each other. And that's where you get breeds. And breeds is what you would call microevolution. But if you're going to say macroevolution is true, that's a problem because we have no evidence whatsoever that a single cell organism has multiplied into a complex organism. None. We have no evidence. Never did. Barkley, we don't have any evidence of watching a star being born. You know that? None whatsoever. We have many evidences, thousands upon thousands of evidences of supernovas and novas, stars collapsing. You know what stars collapsing? Stars collapsing is the second law of thermodynamics. Things eventually break down. Things are in a state of not evolution, but devolving, actually. Stars burn out. Coffee gets cold. And unless you put into something energy dissipates unless you put into something. Right? So that's the second law of thermodynamics. Proven science, 100% proven. Evolution, on the other hand, will say that that we keep evolving. But that's where I have a problem with that. I also have a problem when I look at like a banana and I try to say, oh, a banana can be a gorilla or a banana could be a dolphin. Like, because this, right? Life is supposed to be related in Darwin, with Darwinism, but it's not. Now, what you just said, gradual collisions between gases that created everything. Sounds good, right, Barkley? And they did some experiments with that, primordial soups. And some of them were even rich in amino acids, Barkley, right? But let me explain something to you. What happens, Barkley, when you introduce ultraviolet rays to those gases that created the rich in amino acids that are the building blocks of protein, which is the building blocks of life, right? Because that's what you get. You get from amino acids, you get proteins, and from protein, is considered the building block of life. What happens when you introduce ultraviolet rays to those gases? It's no longer rich in amino acids. It kills it. Ultraviolet rays actually burn and kill things by radiation, by harsh heat, all of that. It's detrimental. This is why you get skin cancer when you walk outside if you're in the sun too much. Okay? The sun will fade the paint on your car. It will give you skin cancer if you're out there too long and you don't have sunblock and you do this for years on end. You will get skin cancer. It's guaranteed. My dad had basal cell skin cancer on his nose because he would never put sunblock, and usually some older people get it on their nose a lot. But anyway, okay. Now, I just gave you one example, introducing ultraviolet light. Okay, Barkley, what if you introduce oxygen? Now, I give you two examples. I give you oxygen and ultraviolet light. Oxygen is corrosive. It oxidizes things. Okay? This is why, so now when you add oxygen and you add ultraviolet light to those gases that you're talking about, they don't exist no more. Okay, so now look at grass, look at plants, look at trees. Trees, grass, things that are green, are the only thing that really utilize ultraviolet light. Okay? And the process is called photosynthesis. Okay? Photosynthesis uses the harmful, it's a process that from DNA, by the way, and DNA is so complex that even some of the staunchest atheists in the world, like Richard Dawkins and even Neil deGrasse Tyson, will sometimes they'll bend their knee. Yeah, they'll bend their knee at the fine-tuning argument, right? Because the fine-tuning argument is pretty. If you look at molecular biology, you can really see how the fine-tuning argument is quite interesting. But anyway, so now photosynthesis occurs when the harmful rays of UV light gets absorbed by a plant, and what does the plant turn it into? It turns it into Omar, Neil is a funny cat. Like, I think sometimes Neil he'll believe in like the fine tuning that there might be a god, but then he's also very atheist. I don't know. I've heard him kind of go back and forth a bit. But anyway, so I'm going back to photosynthesis. The ultraviolet lights, the ultraviolet sun will create the photosynthesis, which then produces energy, right? The energy is created, and it's glucose. Glucose is the energy. So think of it like this, and that's look at it this way: one molecule of a plant that can utilize photosynthesis from a UV ray is more complex than the most complex car on the planet in a DNA sense. The most complex vehicle on the planet with gears, fuel injectors, carburetors, whatever, alternators, transmissions, engines is less complex than one molecule of the DNA it takes to break down the harsh sunlight into glucose through a process known as photosynthesis. Complex in the DNA sense, that there's more code in one molecule of DNA that does that than there is in all the complexities of an automobile. Now, what's the similarity, Barkley, between the automobile and between the plant? Well, they both take in a volatile fuel. Okay? The volatile fuel for the plant is ultraviolet rays. The volatile fuel for the car is gasoline. Gasoline is extremely volatile. You can't drink it. You don't want to touch it. It's corrosive. If you even, God forbid, it lights up a little bit, it's combustible. It'll burn you to death. It'll kill you. Okay? It's something you really can't mess around with. But at the same time, gasoline, because of our human design of the car, this volatile substance known as gasoline powers our human design of the car. The volatile UV rays create glucose from a designed plant, DNA wise. You can't convince me otherwise. When you break down that information, it's very, very hard to tell me otherwise. And that's my religious 101 here. Yeah, I think Neil is I think Neil deGrasse is. He believes in some weird stuff. He thinks we're all from stardust and stuff. I don't know. He has like weird opinions at times, but I'm not really sure. I don't look too much into him. Sure, Omar. What's up, Omar? Well, that's the virgin birth, Omar. They don't want to believe in the virgin birth of Christ, but they want to believe in the virgin birth of the Big Bang. And secular scientists will reject Jesus to the utmost. And even if we have crazy enigmas like the Shroud of Turin and the Gospel accounts and all these interesting things, they will reject it because it's not coded for their diplomacy, right? Diplomacy means that you have to come up with a system that is agreeable to everybody. Jesus Christ is very inclusive. It's inclusive to a religion. How could an inclusivity be right? Well, in their minds, it can't. So they're going to create some secular science jargon. And this isn't, to me, this isn't even regular science. This is scientific theory in many ways. They launched the James Webb Telescope, and Omar, like, type in how many impossible galaxies did James Webb Telescope find? Go ask ChatGPT, see what it says. How many impossible galaxies did the James Webb Telescope discover? Now, once you get that answer, Omar, I want you to ask another question and say, what is an impossible galaxy? And see what it says. And you can copy and paste it in the chat if you want. And we're just going into science right now. We're not even touching religion. But this is the problem with science, is that scientific theory has a lot of problems. And school systems love to put it in the textbooks. I'm sorry, guys, if I'm getting too philosophical with y'all. I gotta really get my Minecrafting working. I'm gonna get that working later because I want to see if they added any shader packs. Right. Okay, so right there you just looked up something that says that it seems improbable. That's why it's called, that's why it's an impossible galaxy, Omar, because given the estimated age of the universe is what, 13.6 billion years or something? What's the estimated, this is, ask ChatGPT, what is the estimated age of the universe? They're going to say 13.6 to 13.8 billion years. I bet you I'm right. Ask ChatGPT. Yeah, all right, so I'm right. Okay, now ask ChatGPT. If the universe is over 13.8 billion years old, does the fabric of reality break down? Ask ChatGPT this. If the universe is over 13.8 billion years of age, does the fabric of reality start to break down according to secular science? Just type it like that. See what it says. This is interesting. And by the way, Omar, not that long ago, we thought the universe was 20 billion years. So us humans that only really live on Earth for maybe 80, 90 years tops, we are playing around with 7 billion years like as if it's, like eating a Snicker bar. Because, we could play with time like that. Yeah, we do that. See, that's the evolution trick. If the evolutionary trick is, oh, if this didn't happen in 2 million years, well, it's got to happen in 5 million years then. Oh, if it didn't happen in 5 million years, well, it must have happened in 20 million years. Oh, wait a minute, not 20 million years? Oh, I see. You see, the evolution plays with time like as if it's playing tic tac toe. All right, all right. Let me ask a different question then. What? Okay, you got to ask it a better prompt then. What? All right, ask it this. Say, I've heard scientists say that if the universe starts to be older than 13.8 billion years old, say it just like this. I heard scientists say if the universe starts to be is considered older than 13.8 billion years of age, that things start to break in a sense um, that the secular paradigm, Paradigm, starts to fall apart. Is this true or not? And if it isn't true, why do we hold it to 13.8? Really write it like that. Really get into this thing. Get this thing to start to talk truth, man. Because I'm telling you, you can trip up the Chat GPT pretty easily because it doesn't know what it knows what it's fed, but what it's fed is not really all that good. Oh, Omar, I could really blow your mind with questions for this thing. Whatever it tells you, Omar, I'm gonna have a good answer against it because I could paint the ChatGPT into such a corner that it can't even make sense of what the textbooks say on this type of stuff, especially this theory stuff. See, it's because this is really not math at this point. This is just a lot of this is theory. This isn't like an acid and a base, or 2 parts hydrogen, 1 part oxygen. This isn't formulas. This is straight up theory in most cases. Omar, it's not what I asked. I didn't say 13.8 billion. Are you writing what I said? 13.8 billion is not going to break mainstream cosmology. I'm saying if it's over 13.8 billion years of age. You got to also prompt it and say, like, why do scientists say if it's over 13.8 billion years of age that things can go very wrong? You got to ask it, like, try not to ask it to prove your point. Ask it just to basically give you the truth. All right, let me see. Okay, and that was the prompt you sent it? Okay. Say, and then it says, it says, so it said no. Okay, hold on. Let me see what you said. Hold on. 13.8 billion. No, but no. So answer it back and say, no, I said over 13.8 billion years. Why is it answering you like that? Say, no, I said the scientist said if it's over 13.8 billion years. Why would he say that? And see what the chat GPT says. Don't even yes or no it. Just see what it says. Don't put it in a situation of yes and no. See what it elaborates on it. Because we're not really. It's not a black and white question, Omar. It's nobody was there 13.8 billion years. It could be. You know what I'm trying to say? We don't really have an exact number. I can't see how we do. And just not that long ago, we thought it was 20 billion years. So okay, let's see what it says. And what version are you using too? I use the newest Chat GPT. I got like not the newest, but I got the 4.5. I could do this myself. I do a lot of this all the time actually. So what does it say? Paste some things, Omar. Give me some copy and pasting. Give me some copy and pasting. Yeah, put it in the chat though. Put in the chat. Let everybody see. Let Barkley see if he's still here. He's probably not here though. He's probably tired or something. It's late. I meant to be going soon. All right, the universe. If the universe is significantly older than everybody, it would conflict with current cosmological models observed during galaxy formation timelines and kind. Oh, okay. So you notice how everything is around that, Omar? Everything's around the Big Bang and general relativity and all these different things. And predictions. Notice how predictions have to play a role. What's a prediction, Omar? What's a prediction? It's a guess. It's an educated guess, but it's a guess. Okay, so now I want you to ask it. Okay, say this now, Omar. With that being said, How does this line up with impossible galaxies? Doesn't that go against your predictions? Yeah, challenge it like that, Omar. How does this line up with impossible galaxies? Doesn't that go against your equations and predictions? And copy and paste it, Omar. I'm curious. I love playing with the Chat GPT. I really do, because you could totally get it like. Okay, so look what you just wrote there, Omar. So ask it this now. I want you to ask it this now. If theory has revisions, then how come? Okay, I want you to ask it this now, Omar. Exactly this. If listen to what I'm saying. If forced, putting quote force unquote revisions change parts of the theory, how can this match what we see in the universe if theory is not concrete? How could we match what we see in the universe if theory is not concrete? But add the other part I said too. And see what it says. Yep, that's it. Put it in. Forced. Forced. It should pick it up regardless. It's not stupid. You like this, Omar? This is how we get to real. This is called going down a rabbit hole, okay, Omar? This is called going down a rabbit hole. I love doing this stuff because it teaches you. It teaches you that what we know in the textbooks, Omar, are not is not what it is. That there's holes all over these things. Thanks, Omar. Thanks for doing this. I like it's getting defensive now. Okay, now I want you to ask what. Okay, I want you to ask it this. Let's keep playing this game. Ask the chat this. Exactly ask this. Why would it be a problem? Especially when we're talking about theory. Ask it that. Play devil's advocate now. Play the strongman argument. Ask it, why would it be a problem? Ah. So basically, Omar, what it's basically saying is first, science is not about unchangeable truths, unlike math or religion. Science is not based on absolute certainty. It's built on testable models. Right, which is true. Which is true. Science is observable. But now let me ask you something, Omar. How is scientific theory observable? Theory is just a guess. It's a prediction and a guess. You see what I'm saying, Omar? I could totally I gotta do this. I'm gonna take screenshots and I'm gonna pick this thing's brain to the point where it's gonna be like, you're right. I don't have an answer for that. I'm telling you, I do this all the time. I pick this thing's brain all the time, Omar. I pick the neural network's brain all the time, and I usually come out on top because you can just totally see how it messes up. I already could see. See, in situations like this, it says why this isn't a problem. You got to say, well, why is it a problem? And it doesn't mean, look, I'm not saying science is all wrong. I'm not saying science is all wrong. Okay? In everything. That's not what I'm saying. But certain sciences are wrong. I actually think most sciences are correct. But when we're talking about scientific theory, first of all, Omar, let me even explain something to you. We can't even measure the speed of light properly, Omar. Okay? We think we can, we really can't. Something as simple as that. We can't have a proper measurement of the speed of light. Well, I think evolution is wrong. So evolution, in my opinion, is not accurate. It's right in some things, but it's wrong in many. I think uh, uh, any type of scientific theory of the age of the Earth and the universe, I think, is incorrect. They play too much with they play too much with estimates and guesses and predictions rather than and like they said, uh, 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 you see, it says it's a well-tested framework that explains a huge amount of data, but it's always open to revision. Well, again, and I think it's more than 6 galaxies. That's not updated, Omar. But the impossible galaxies, Omar, are so out there that, like, how do they make sense of it? See, Omar, here's the thing. If you have something that is so incorrect, like if you have dolphin, shark, whale, uh, let's think of it. Dolphin, shark, whale, fish, uh, anglerfish, seal, right? What's the common denominator, right? And then you have grilled cheeseburger. You say to yourself, wait a minute. Dolphin, shark, fish, seal, penguin, grilled cheeseburger. What's wrong there? The grilled cheeseburger doesn't belong. The grilled cheeseburger doesn't belong. It's not alive, it's not swimming. Yes. And if the grilled cheeseburger, which is the impossible galaxy, is hanging out with the rest of the fishes and the mammals that swim and the bird that swims, so if the grilled cheeseburger is hanging out with the rest of the aquatic animals, you have to question why the grilled cheeseburger is there. Because it's extremely different and it doesn't belong. So this isn't like, see, they're giving you a very charitable answer in a sense where it's saying, first, science is not about unchangeable trust, unlike math or religion. Yeah, I get that. But at the same time, if a grilled cheeseburger doesn't fit amongst the aquatic animals, you got to ask a question. Why? And if they're going to give an answer, well, we just have to figure out why the grilled cheeseburger is there. No. That's where they start to mess up. You see what I'm trying to say? So instead of asking me what sciences are wrong, ask me what sciences are right, and I'll tell you. Biology is right. Molecular science is right. Chemistry is right. All the observable sciences are correct. The periodic table of elements is right. Things like that. The practical sciences, all right. When you start to get into theory and you play around with time and space and age, predictions and guesswork is not science, okay? It's theory. And theory is not proven science. Period. I mean, do I make any sense what I took? I know some people really would disagree with me, but what do you think? Yeah, but how can you prove time, Omar? How can you prove unless you build a time machine? How can you prove 13.8 billion years? How can you prove that unless you build a time machine? If they build a time machine and they're able to go back, you know, 65 million years to the dinosaurs, then guess what? They proved it. Like I said, let them build a DeLorean. If they could build a DeLorean and go back, whatever, even if they could go back 20 years from now, I'll be pretty impressed. If they could pull something off like that, hey man, I'll start believing in certain things. But if you're just going to throw numbers around and think you're proving something, you're not. And it goes to show you that it's so not proving things that all of a sudden these impossible galaxies come out of nowhere and completely destroys their whole model. Omar, if your whole model has to be rewritten every couple of years, think about it, like 20 billion years is the scientific theory until all of a sudden we decided to take away 7 billion years. And now what? The impossible galaxies are going to adjust it again. And then what? Another thing is going to adjust it again. And then what? Another thing is going to adjust it again. That's the game they're going to play with this. Okay? They're never going to get it perfect. I would even argue they're not even going to get it close. Not when you're playing with billions of years. Okay? They're playing with time on a level that they're not even going to get it close, in my opinion. That's why, Omar, you got to be careful with the universities. And if you ask this thing, by the way, if you start asking it if gender is if there's such thing as two genders and stuff, they'll turn that into a whole science too. That yes, genders can now be more than two. That it's science is always revision. It's being science is always they're gonna use that little word they just used. That in well tested framework, it's going to explain that there could be more than two genders. Okay? But you and I know that's not true. Okay? But they're going to say things like that, Omar. You know that. Come on. So you got to realize this is where you have to, Omar. I'm gonna pray to God, but I really hope, Omar, that when you go to university, that you see they're gonna teach you a lot of stuff, Omar, and it brainwashes people. University, like sometimes people come out of university thinking like really out there stuff, man. You know what I'm trying to say, Omar? Like people come out of university and they're like completely liberal. They believe in like infinite amount of genders. They believe you can be and they get brainwashed, Omar. University can do that, Omar. So I just pray that you keep a level head, Omar. Keep a level head with university. Don't become one of those people. All right? It can happen. Brother Rich from the church, his son is a full-blown you should be okay in those majors, but they're still going to force you to take like a political science or some philosophy course. That's just going to be your majors, Omar, but you're going to be taking other stuff, so you got to be careful what they teach you. They're going to they're going to teach you some weird stuff here and there, Omar. Okay? Chemistry you should be okay. Electrical engineering 100%. I mean, I'll try my best to help you out, but like I'm not trying. Look, I'm not trying to crap on your education. Okay, the practical sciences, like basically what you just said, electrical engineering. Nothing wrong with that. It's a practical science. It's learning about AC, DC currents. 100% fine. Chemistry, 100% fine. These are all fine. But when you start to go into philosophies and theories and stuff like that, this is where you gotta be careful. Maybe I'll go, Omar, if I'm still alive or whatever. I'm gonna meet you and your dad in New York City when you come. Well, maybe I'll take the drive down there. I don't know. Anyway, Omar, let me lay down. If you want to keep talking on Discord, you can, but I'm gonna lay down. I want to play a little bit of Fire Emblem actually, or maybe Pokemon. I don't know. We'll see. All right, Omar. I'll talk to you later. All right.